tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. All right, so coming into meditation, and I'll reflect just a little bit, not too much time here. Settling back in again now that some dukkha is resolved, at least for now. Settling the body back into its posture, into the gesture of stillness. So just a few suggestions around working with the senses. Coming into unification of the heart-mind, or samadhi, we work with two aspects. One is what we direct our attention toward, the object of meditation. So that could be the breath or the body in its posture. Some folks use sounds or a touch point or a meditation word like Buddha. This is the thing that you come back to again and again when the mind wanders. And when there's some stability, often the object of meditation is just a gentle anchor, a point to keep bright as everything relaxes or softens around. But equally important to what we are directing attention toward is what we are drawing attention away from. So there's a kind of boundary practice here as well. Turning away from that which doesn't incline toward steadiness, peacefulness, samadhi. And so largely that's narrative and images, the incessant monologue that judges and compares and analyzes, tells the story of ourself and others, that obsesses about plans and memories, hopes and fears, regrets, nostalgia. That realm in the mind arises on its own, but it also is triggered by the physical senses. Something comes along through sound or sight, smell or taste or touch. And the mind reacting when there's not mindfulness takes off from that sensation, that impression, and it launches into story. And so the physical senses really can be both wholesome and, or both skillfully attended to and unskillfully attended to in meditation. When skillful, the physical senses, especially sensation of the body, and energy in the body, but also hearing, sight to a certain extent, all of the senses can be used to come out of the purely cognitive realm, out of the spinning mind of story and image, into the body and the present. Usually we do this first. Really wake up the body, feel the whole body, breathe with the whole body, delight in the whole body, love this whole body. Feel the aliveness moving through the whole body. There's so many layers of practice we can deepen in here. Where there's numbness, bringing breath and attention and kindness. Where there's restlessness in the body, bringing calm, inviting ease and softening. And deepening the sense of the breath through the whole body. And for this whole part of practice, we're enriching or enlivening our sense of the body and its senses. And then further on in practice, there can be a shift. When the heart is quite settled, when the mind is somewhat focused, when we're not falling away from the object so often, there's a kind of steadiness of presence. We may then begin to set down the physical senses for now. Just let them be, let them do their play of perceiving. We bring attention to a more still place, resting just with the object. Here we grow the ability to not be pulled off center, distracted, thrown into story by things that we see, that we hear, that we smell, that we taste, that we sense with the body through touch even. Now, this is the foundational practice that makes ethical restraint possible. It's the ability to know what's arising through the senses and choose whether to respond to it through action or even attention or not. To choose when to let the sensations of wanting or hating just pass by without acting on them. And so in meditation, the invitation to play with one of these two modes of being with the senses. If coming out of numbness and deepening in embodiment feels like it grows the sense of intimacy, deepening presence and deepening stillness, and really give the attention to the whole body, breath and wakefulness through the whole body. But if attention is settled and a deeper stillness or inwardness or released quality might feel nourishing, and you can play turning away from the play of the senses, letting attention settle into a deeper stillness, free of engagement for a little bit with the outside world. And you let the attention rest. Feel the deep rest of letting go. So, exploring in this way, or just resting with the breath, the body, in any way that feels right. To close our sitting space together, I'll sing the homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa 3 times. So if you're in a space where you can make sound and you know that invocation, you can chant it along with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa.